G'day guys, welcome to another episode of Invest with Tim Allen. I am Tim Allen, your fully licensed buyer's agent and your mortgage broker. So today, what I'm talking about is I'm talking about the 5 key points of property investing, okay? So with understanding these 5 key points, understanding and in a sense, applying these 5 points, means that you're going to have an absolute fantastic and easy way of growing your property portfolio, getting your first house, getting your dream home, doing these steps to be able to go down your property journey, whatever that looks like. Key point number 1, and this to me is the most important point before having a plan in place, and that is finance. At the end of the day, property is a game of finance. If you can't get your finance structure correct and you can't get the finance sorted, you're going to have a really, really lousy game as you go down the process. So understanding finance, understanding that game, working with a licensed professional in the mortgage brokering space is absolutely fantastic. Back when I was 18 and I bought my first townhouse, I went and saw the bank, okay? I mentioned to the lady at the bank who works there that I was thinking about seeing a mortgage broker. And all she did was talk rubbish about the mortgage broker, how, the mortgage brokers are unprofessional, they don't know what they're doing, the only reason why they're mortgage broker is they couldn't make it in the banking sector, blah, 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 blah. I now realised that what she was doing was she was rubbishing the competition. Because if I went and saw the mortgage broker, I'd potentially not have ended up at my bank at that point in time, which was one of the big 4, okay? And I'm not going to badmouth any banks on this because it's, not going to do anyone any favours down the track. And I would have potentially not ended up with that bank. And I could have potentially ended up somewhere else, and I could have got a lower interest rate, or I could have got a better structure in place, or that correct information and knowledge and everything like that. So by myself not understanding the game of finance, it set me back on my own personal journey because I've had to learn that over the last 20 years. And over the last decade, I've been a mortgage broker helping people understand this game of finance and get their structures right so their game is a lot easier. Okay? The next key point is working out your plan. What does that plan look like? Do I just want one house that is my owner-occupier? Am I going to buy a small one, renovate it, look at selling it in 2 years' time, buy another one, renovate it, look at selling it in 2 years' time, do another one, renovate it, look at selling it 2 years in time until I can get to that dream home? Do I want to build a property portfolio? Do I want to have 2 or 3 rental properties plus my owner-occupier? What does that journey look like for you and me? I have my own property plan. My wife and I have a property plan where we want to get a couple of rentals under our belt. We've got one at the moment. At the peak of our investing career, we had 4. COVID came along and we decided to take advantage of the huge boom to sell that off, sell off those 3 rentals, restructure our life, secure all of our debt against the rental property, and basically have no debt secured against our owner-occupier property, which then means that our asset is working harder for us from that game of finance point of view and that sort of tax, while the cost to us, where, yes, we've got a home to live in and a roof over our head and everything like that, but that cost is very minimal because the cost of the money against that property is extremely low to non-existent. So working out what your plan is another key point, which is number 2. Then number 3 is asset selection, okay? I have my plan in place. I know how much finance I've got. Mr. Buyer's Agent, can you help me find a great asset that's going to help me with my plan? And here's what my finance looks like. And a fantastic buyer's agent's going to be able to help explain the pros and the cons of buying different qualities of assets. We're going to drill down the 3 main groups of property, and then the subcategories there are of, So the three main groups, 1 is residential, 2 is commercial, 3 is industrial. We're going to talk more about that in a later episode, and we're going to drill down in those assets. And I'm going to talk about what I deem subcategories of each one of those areas. The next one is review, okay? I need to have a chat to my accountant. I need to make sure that I've got my quantity surveyor report for my depreciation schedule to be able to make sure I've got all the money I've got. I need to have a chat to my buyer's agent every now and again to review what my plan is, to see as life change, if my plan has changed slightly, are my assets still meeting the plan and everything like that. 3, you want to have a chat to your finance professional. You know, am I able to save a couple of bucks in regards to my home loan and everything like that? Am I able to reprice my home loan? Personally, I think you should be sort of having those conversations every 1 to 2 years with those sort of professionals in relation to the finance side of things. So mortgage review should be done every 12 months to 2 years. The conversation should be had with your accountant every year when you're doing your tax. And a review of your asset and your plan should be done every 2 to 3 years as your life sort of changes across that period of time. The final key point is execution, okay? Doesn't matter how fantastic your plan is. It doesn't matter how great the advice and your finance game is going to be. If you never execute, you're going to do nothing, okay? If you're over-analysing the hell out of your plan and your finance game in a sense, and you don't execute, you could have the world's best finance broker in your corner. You could have the world's best buyer's agent helping you work out what your plan is. But if you don't execute on that plan, it doesn't matter how great your mortgage broker is, and it doesn't matter how great and fantastic your buyer's agent is with helping you work out what your plan is, it's pointless. You're not going to execute. So you need to have in the back of your mind this great little quote, okay? Is it one day or day one? Okay, I'll say that one more time. Is it one day or day one? Okay, day one means that you're going to start executing your plan. One day means that we're going to do everything and think about it down the track, okay? By doing that, those 5 key points, you're going to be able to progress down your finance and your property investment sort of journey in a sense like that. By understanding your finance game, understanding the plan that you want, reviewing that plan every 2 or 3 years, reviewing the assets that you've got within your plan currently, reviewing what your tax looks like, your mortgage looks like and everything like that, and executing on those plans is going to help you have a very fantastic and easy goal and get to your dream, whatever that may be. Your dream might be to have acreage property close to a city. Your dream might be to have 20 rental properties. Your dream might be to have 2 or 3 rental properties and to own them all outright. Whatever that dream looks like for you personally needs to be worked out in your plan, and then from there you need the ability to execute. I appreciate you guys tuning in today, listening to my 5 key points in relation to property investing and that sort of thing, and working out what your finance game is going to look like, what your asset selection is going to be, what your plan needs to be, and working out what that plan is, reviewing your plan, your asset, and your game of finance, and executing on all of that is key points. I'm being Tim from IPS Buyers Agents as your buyer's agent, and Moreton Bay Finance Broker as your mortgage broker. If you need assistance on those 2 sides, please reach out, have a conversation. I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Bye for now.